You've got soap and sanitizer at every station. Don't forget the hand cream. O'Keeffe's Working Hands is the essential last step after constant washing. Heal dry skin fast and keep your crew comfortable through every shift. Visit o'keeffescompany.com/restaurant daily and use code NRN for 15% off your first order.
Minneapolis restaurants are struggling amid a federal immigration enforcement action in the city. Restaurant delivery keeps growing, and Fat Brands lenders want a new CEO. Hello, and welcome to Restaurant Daily, your daily dose of the most important news in the restaurant industry from the editors of Restaurant Business and Nation's Restaurant News. I'm RB Managing Editor Heather Lally.
And I'm NRN Managing Editor Leanne Zinsmeister. Operation Metro Surge is having a major impact on Minneapolis restaurants. With some 2,000 federal agents still in the area, restaurants in the Twin Cities area have struggled with weak sales and traffic. The city of Minneapolis alone estimates that businesses there are losing $10 million to $20 million each week. Many restaurants are not open because workers or owners are too afraid to leave their homes, particularly immigrant-owned restaurants. And multiple fundraising efforts have been created to help operators get through this period. One restaurant held a fundraiser for staff. One restaurant group is holding a pair of sweepstakes to encourage people to donate. And a charity has been set up to help restaurants in the city.
Food delivery just keeps growing. Uber Eats bookings rose 9% in the fourth quarter. That's their biggest jump since early 2021. Despite high prices, consumers can't seem to quit the convenience and selection of food delivery. To sustain this growth, Uber is investing in better selection while also growing its base of monthly subscribers, who now account for nearly 50% of its bookings. It also sees a bigger opportunity to sell ads and promotions on its marketplace, which could mean more deals for consumers.
Fat Brands lenders want Andy Wiederhorn out as the company's CEO. A group of investors in the company's bonds have asked a bankruptcy court judge to suspend Wiederhorn for conducting unauthorized transactions. The group said that Wiederhorn directed the sale of 9 million shares of Twin Peaks equity to White Lion Capital for $3.1 million without consulting the special committee or obtaining prior court approval. The group claims this goes against bankruptcy rules and is asking the bankruptcy court to approve an emergency order to suspend Wiederhorn by today. This all occurred less than 2 weeks after Fat Brands filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Specialty iced tea brand HTO has appointed Chris Phillips to the chief financial officer role. Phillips has more than 2 decades of experience leading finance and strategy for highly franchised restaurant organizations. He most recently served as head of finance and accounting at Walk-On Sports Bistro. He also served as chief strategy officer of Hat Creek Burger Company. Phillips also has experience with Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen, Anthony's Coal Fired Pizza, and Darden Restaurants. He joins HTO as it continues its rapid expansion across the U.S.
Jack in the Box's board of directors are under even more pressure as proxy advisory firm Egan-Jones recommended that the company's shareholders withhold their votes from several directors during its annual shareholders meeting on February 27th. Targeted directors include Chair David Gobel, who is also the target of removal from another campaign by activist investor Sardar Biklari. Egan-Jones cites, quotes, several and continued shareholder value destruction, noting that the company has delivered negative 76% total return in the past 2 years. In a response last week to Biklari's campaign, Jack in the Box defended its board members, claiming that its back-on-track turnaround plan, launched last April, is progressing.
In some very different Jack in the Box news, the company will continue its year-long 75th anniversary celebration by bringing back the Hot Mess Burger. The burger is topped with white cheese sauce, pepper jack cheese, jalapenos, and onion rings. It made its debut in 2013 as a limited time offer, and consumers have been clamoring for its return since then.
Chris Schultz was named CEO of Velvet Taco just 2 months ago, and he already has a strong vision for the concept's next chapter of growth. He is pulling pages from his previous experience at Starbucks, Mod Pizza, and Voodoo Donuts to grow strategically while remaining authentic to the brand. He said he will prioritize operations and remove some complexities while zooming in on Velvet Taco's differentiators of creative, globally inspired tacos and margaritas. The company plans to open 8 standalones and an airport location this year, with entry into new markets next year.
And that should do it for today's edition of Restaurant Daily. Get the latest restaurant news every weekday wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Heather Lally.
And I'm Leanne Zinsmeister. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Restaurant Daily. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe.
You've got soap and sanitizer at every station. Don't forget the hand cream. O'Keeffe's Working Hands is the essential last step after constant washing. Heal dry skin fast and keep your crew comfortable through every shift. Visit o'keeffescompany.com/restaurantdaily and use code NRN for 15% off your first order.